I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks. Good morning, it's the top of the hour. I'm Steve Johnson. Please get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app. Then you can watch the Dove News on demand on your mobile app and on the Dove Roku channel as well. Well, in the news today, Secretary of State John Kerry heading back to the Middle East to push for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. In Egypt, Kerry will join diplomatic efforts to resume a truce that had been agreed to in November of 2012. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council emerged from an emergency session late last night with a proposed resolution much weaker than a proposal from Jordan that called for Israel to pull out of Gaza. The Palestinian death toll is now past 500. International outrage is growing over how pro-Russia separatists in Ukraine are handling the bodies of those killed in the downing of the Malaysian passenger jet that killed 298 people. The Dutch Prime Minister says the #1 priority is to repatriate the bodies of the 192 Dutch citizens killed over eastern Ukraine. Meanwhile, some of the dead are being stored in refrigerated rail cars in the town of Torres. In the past, U.S. presidents have spoken out about such international incidents. Oregon Congressman Greg Walden says President Obama should be taking more of an active role in resolving such conflicts around the globe, but he says that's not the case.
These countries look to us to lead, to give them direction, to organize. It doesn't mean we have to be boots on the ground and planes in the air everywhere. They're not asking for that. What they are asking for, though, is clear, decisive leadership to stand up for freedom, to stand up for human rights, and to stand up against these thugs that do horrible things when a vacuum's created.
Walden describes the Obama lack of global leadership as being rudderless when it comes to the president leading the international community in such global problems. Cooler temperatures and lighter winds are forecast to descend on a wildfire-stricken Washington state today, helping firefighters battle flames that have covered hundreds of square miles. National Weather Service meteorologist Greg Koch says that Sunday's forecast called for improvements, and he said Monday and Tuesday should see marked improvements. New estimates on Sunday put a fire in north-central Washington at more than 370 square miles. Fire was measured at 260 miles on Friday. But while weather is improving, the town is in the scenic Methau Valley remaining without power, and they have limited landline and cell phone service. Authorities say 3 fires lit Saturday morning in Medford were likely arson. The Mail Tribune reports that 2 of the fires were lit in piles of trash in one alley. Medford police encouraging the public to come forward with any information on the persons or people who might be starting those fires. Well, let's take a look at our weather scene and look at what we can expect as we move into the new week. For Northern California, a chance of rain and possibly lightning. This is for the Wairika area, high of 88 today, 87 on Tuesday, dipping down to 83 by Wednesday. As we move into the Klamath Basin, a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms as well today with a high of 81 and 83 on Tuesday, down to 78 on Wednesday before starting to rise again. As we head over to the coastal area, that's where the cool temperatures are, mid-60s to low 60s all this week. 66 and cloudy today, 64 tomorrow, about a 30% chance of rain on Wednesday. As we move towards the Central Oregon area of Bend, 77 today with a 10% chance of rain, 80 tomorrow with a chance of lightning, as well as on Wednesday where temperatures should drop to 71. And for Southern Oregon and the Medford area, 87 today, 88 tomorrow. It's all in the 80s, really lower and upper 80s, a slight chance of rain all 3 days. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date on the Dove.